Have you ever noticed how some people in their 60s still walk through the park with light steps and an energetic posture, while for others, even half a lap feels heavy, and the next day the legs are still sore? The difference doesn't come down only to how much exercise one does. It also depends on whether the body is getting enough hydration and the right nutrients to help muscles recover. In today's video, I'm excited to share with you a simple green smoothie made with spinach, green apple, and almond milk. This recipe has been shown to support better blood circulation, provide essential minerals, and fight inflammation, helping muscles recover faster and stay stronger after 60. If you want your body to feel less sore and have more energy to enjoy each day, make sure to hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the upcoming health tips I'll be sharing with you. Spinach may look like just another leafy green on your plate, but hidden inside is a powerful storehouse of two nutrients that muscles rely on: magnesium and natural nitrates. Both are vital for keeping muscles strong, especially after 60, when the body no longer bounces back from exertion the way it used to. Think back to the last time you had a leg cramp, the sudden tightening that stopped you in your tracks, forcing you to massage and wait until it eased. That was your body's way of telling you it was low on magnesium, the mineral that directly controls the contraction and relaxation of muscle fibers. When we're younger, magnesium levels are usually enough to keep things balanced. But past 60, absorption declines. While the body's demand doesn't really lessen, spinach can naturally fill this gap. Even a modest handful blended into a smoothie adds a meaningful amount of magnesium, helping muscles relax better, reducing stiffness, and lowering the chance of cramps. But that's only part of spinach's value. It also provides natural nitrates. These might sound unusual, but when we eat greens rich in nitrates, the body converts them into nitric oxide, a compound that helps blood vessels open up. With better circulation, oxygen and nutrients flow more easily into muscle tissue, speeding up recovery after activity. For older adults, this is especially important, since blood vessels often lose flexibility with age, leading to oxygen shortages in muscles and that familiar, heavy, aching feeling after exertion. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition found that people who regularly consumed nitrate-rich greens like spinach for just a few weeks experienced noticeable improvements in blood flow to their muscles and greater stamina during light exercise. This helps explain why adding a handful of spinach to your morning smoothie can create such a significant change. You can picture spinach as the path opener for blood and nutrients. Once those pathways are clear, your muscles no longer run short on what they need to repair themselves. The result is lighter, easier steps on your morning walks, less heaviness in your legs, and much faster relief from soreness after movement. Another bonus is that spinach is low in calories but high in fiber and vitamin K, both of which support bone and joint health, an often overlooked part of muscle recovery. In this way, spinach not only nourishes muscle, but also helps maintain the whole system of movement that keeps us active and independent. For those of you over 60, I recommend weaving spinach into your daily routine. There's no need for complicated cooking. Just wash a handful, blend it with green apple and almond milk, and you've got a natural, reliable source of magnesium and nitrates without having to depend on supplements. With a few weeks of consistency, you'll start to notice the change: faster muscle recovery, fewer aches, and most importantly, the comfort and confidence to keep moving with ease. Many older adults who come to me complaining that their muscles take longer to recover often assume the problem is a lack of calcium or protein. What they rarely realize is that muscles also need another kind of shield: vitamin C and antioxidants. And one of the easiest, most natural sources is right in front of us: the green apple. I often ask my patients, "What do you usually have for breakfast?" Many say just a cup of coffee, maybe a sweet pastry, or sometimes nothing at all. That's why vitamin C deficiency sneaks up so quietly. Yet vitamin C is present in nearly every process of rebuilding connective tissue, especially in collagen production. You can think of collagen as the elastic cords that keep muscles and tendons strong and flexible. When vitamin C runs low, those elastic cords weaken more easily, and the result is soreness and slower recovery after activity. Green apples are naturally rich in vitamin C, and your body absorbs it well from this fruit. Beyond vitamin C, they also provide polyphenol antioxidant compounds that neutralize free radicals. You can picture free radicals as troublemakers released in your muscles every time you exert yourself. They make small injuries worse, dragging out the soreness. When you eat a green apple, its polyphenols step in to put out the fire, protecting muscles from that damage. I've had patients tell me that simply swapping their cookies or candy for a green apple each day made them feel lighter and more refreshed. Of course, apples are not magic pills, but they build a foundation that makes recovery smoother. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who had enough vitamin C were better able to maintain muscle mass compared to those who were deficient. That means a daily green apple may not only reduce muscle soreness, but also help guard against age-related muscle loss. Green apples bring other benefits, too. With their low glycemic index and high fiber, they help steady blood sugar. That's good news for many of my patients with type 2 diabetes. You get antioxidant protection while avoiding those spikes and crashes in blood sugar that can leave you feeling drained. Think about your body after a morning in the garden, bending, standing, lifting. Your muscles generate free radicals with every move. If you eat a green apple afterward, you're giving your body a defense team to neutralize those free radicals. Nuance. While vitamin C activates collagen repair in your muscles and joints, the next morning, you wake up with less soreness and a clearer, more refreshed mind. Another plus is how easy green apples are to enjoy. No complicated preparation. Just rinse and eat or blend with spinach and almond milk for a refreshing green smoothie. For my older patients, I often recommend swapping part of their usual morning sweets for a green apple, and with time, they notice the difference. Of course, I always remind them that apples don't replace medication or a complete diet, but they are an important piece of the bigger health picture. Stay consistent, and you'll give your body what it needs to recover faster. Reduce inflammation in your muscles, and improve overall quality of life. So you see, just one green apple a day, something so simple can create a surprisingly big impact on your muscle health after 60. The key is to make it a habit and combine it wisely. Once you do, you'll feel the difference with every step and every activity. When most people hear the word milk, they think of cow's milk, something familiar from childhood. But after 60, not everyone digests cow's milk easily. Many of my patients tell me that each time they drink it, they feel bloated, uncomfortable, or even have stomach pain. That is why almond milk has become such a valuable alternative. It is gentler on the digestive system and still brings important nutrients to support muscle recovery. The first thing worth mentioning is plant-based protein. While almond milk doesn't contain as much protein as cow's milk, it still provides essential amino acids. Especially when combined with other protein-rich foods throughout the day. Protein is the building block for muscles. After any activity, tiny microtears form in muscle fibers, and protein is the raw material that helps them repair, recover, and grow stronger. For older adults, this repair process slows down, which makes a steady supply of protein even more critical. But almond milk gives more than protein. It is also rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant. I often explain to my patients that if your muscles were like an engine, vitamin E would be the oil that keeps it running smoothly, protecting the engine from rust and wear. In your body, vitamin E shields muscle cells from free radicals, which are a major cause of inflammation and faster aging. Another advantage of almond milk is that it's low in saturated fat and free of cholesterol. This is a big plus for heart health, which is often a concern after 60. A healthy heart pumps blood more efficiently, which means muscles receive the oxygen and nutrients they need for proper recovery. Studies have shown that diets rich in the healthy fats found in almonds can improve cholesterol levels and reduce the risk of heart disease. That's why you can think of every glass of almond milk as double care for both your muscles and your heart. Most almond milk products on the market are also fortified with calcium and vitamin D, two nutrients essential for keeping bones strong. Because no matter how healthy your muscles are, if your bones are weak, movement will still be difficult and painful. After 60, the risk of osteoporosis rises. So choosing almond milk fortified with calcium and vitamin D helps lower the risk of fractures and bone pain. You may wonder, but almond milk is low in calories. Does it provide enough energy? In fact, its low-calorie content can be an advantage. It helps maintain a healthy weight, preventing excess strain on the knees, hips, and spine. And when you blend almond milk with green apple and spinach, the smoothie is rich in energy, yet balanced, without overwhelming the body. Another overlooked benefit is tolerance. Almond milk contains no lactose, so those with lactose intolerance can drink it without bloating, diarrhea, or discomfort. That's why many of my patients, after switching from cow's milk to almond milk, feel lighter and more comfortable. After a gentle morning yoga session, you may remember feeling a little shaky, without much appetite to eat right away. But if you have a chilled glass of almond milk ready, within minutes you feel lightly energized, not weighed down, and notice your muscles recovering more smoothly. That's the difference this plant-based milk can make. Scientifically, some small studies suggest that diets including almonds can improve endurance and reduce oxidative stress after exercise. While almond milk may not match cow's milk in protein content, within a balanced diet, especially when paired with other protein-rich foods, it still makes a meaningful contribution to muscle recovery and overall mobility in older adults. When we look at each ingredient on its own: spinach, green apple, and almond milk, we see clear benefits. Spinach delivers minerals and natural nitrates to improve circulation. Green apples bring vitamin C and antioxidants to protect muscle fibers. And almond milk provides plant protein along with vitamin E for repair and inflammation control. But the most important point is this: when these three come together, the benefits don't just add up, they multiply. I often explain it to patients with a simple image. Imagine you are restoring an old house. You need someone to clear the way for materials to come in. You need a team of builders to do the work, and you need a waterproof system to protect the walls. Without one of these, the house won't be complete. Spinach is like the one clearing the road, opening up the blood vessels so oxygen and nutrients can reach the muscles. Green apple acts like the waterproof layer, shielding muscle fibers from damage caused by free radicals. Almond milk is the building material, providing protein and vitamins that rebuild muscle. Together, they form a closed loop. Muscles are nourished, protected, and repaired at the same time. In science, this is called synergy. It means when different factors act together, their combined effect is far greater than what each one could achieve alone. In this case, the carbohydrates in green apples help carry the protein from almond milk into muscle more efficiently. Nitrates from spinach expand the highways of circulation, making the transport even smoother. The result is faster muscle recovery, less inflammation, and noticeably reduced soreness. Many older adults have shared with me that they tried each ingredient separately. Some ate more green apples, some added spinach to meals, others switched to almond milk. They saw some improvements, but only when blending them into one smoothie did they feel a real difference: less lingering muscle pain, deeper sleep after activity, and more energy the next morning. That everyday feedback is living proof of the power of this combination. Another strength is how easy and practical it is. Many people over 60 don't want complicated cooking, but this green smoothie takes less than 10 minutes. Wash the spinach, slice the apple, add a cup of almond milk, blend, and you have a refreshing, tasty drink. When healthcare becomes simple and enjoyable, the chances of keeping it up daily go way up. And it's the consistency that brings long-term results. You may remember that in the past, after a morning walk, your calves would ache the following day, leaving you less eager to head back to the park. But after a few weeks with this smoothie, you notice the soreness fading. Your body feels lighter, and you're motivated to step outside every day. This isn't just about less muscle pain, it's about reclaiming an active, positive rhythm of life. The benefits also reach beyond muscle health. Nitric oxide from spinach helps stabilize blood pressure. Vitamin C from green apples supports blood vessel elasticity. Healthy fats from almond milk strengthen the heart. So with each glass, you're caring not only for your muscles, but also for your cardiovascular system and even your brain, since better circulation means your brain gets more oxygen. And here's what surprises many people: they think muscle recovery requires supplements or expensive products. But sometimes, by simply combining natural ingredients in the right way, we create an effective solution. That's why I always remind patients that food is not just fuel, it's also the body's natural way of healing and protecting itself. In short, the trio of spinach, green apple, and almond milk creates a far more powerful formula than any one ingredient alone. This is the secret to nourishing muscles after 60, speeding up recovery, and fighting chronic inflammation, so you can keep moving every day without the shadow of lingering pain. Many people think that improving muscle health after 60 requires complicated exercise programs or strict meal plans. The truth is, sometimes a small change in your daily routine can make a big difference. The smoothie made from spinach, green apple, and almond milk is a perfect example. It's so simple that you can prepare it yourself in just a few minutes, yet its benefits last throughout the day. Picture a typical morning: you wake up, stretch a little, or take a short walk around the neighborhood. In the past, you might have come home feeling tired and ready to sit down. But if you had a green smoothie waiting for you, your recovery would feel completely different. The spinach replenishes minerals, the apple delivers a fresh dose of vitamin C, and the almond milk supplies protein and healthy fats, all blended together to give you energy. Suddenly, your legs feel lighter, your mind feels more awake, and you're ready to start the day. One more advantage is how flexible this recipe can be. If you prefer a natural sweetness, you can add half a ripe banana. If you like it chilled, a few ice cubes will do. For those with sensitive digestion, almond milk instead of cow's milk helps prevent bloating or discomfort, making the drink not only muscle-friendly but also gentle on the stomach. I often encourage my patients to vary how they enjoy it, so they never get bored. Some days they make a smoothie. Other days they toss spinach and apple into a salad and drink a glass of almond milk on the side. On hot days, they turn it into a smoothie bowl, sprinkling walnuts or roasted almonds on top for extra protein and fiber. These little variations make healthy eating enjoyable, and that enjoyment is what helps sustain the habit. The key is consistency. Aim for at least 3 to 4 times a week. Muscle health doesn't change after just 1 or 2 drinks. It needs continuous support. With regular use, you'll start noticing the difference: fewer cramps, better sleep after activity, and steadier energy in the mornings. Some of my patients have even told me that thanks to this routine, they've been able to extend their daily walks by 10 or 15 minutes without worrying about soreness the next day. Of course, if you have chronic conditions such as diabetes or high blood pressure, it's important to choose unsweetened almond milk and adjust the amount of fruit to fit your needs. And always consult your doctor before making changes to your diet, so this formula becomes a safe part of your lifestyle. The message here is simple application doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to be a professional chef to take care of your body. With just a blender and a few familiar ingredients, you can create a natural remedy for your muscles. More importantly, you'll find joy in knowing that you're actively taking charge of your health every day. We've now gone through 5 key points around the green smoothie made with spinach, green apple, and almond milk. Spinach acts as the path opener, allowing blood and nutrients to reach your muscles, relaxing them and reducing cramps. Green apple adds vitamin C and antioxidants, the shield that protects muscle fibers and speeds recovery. Almond milk, gentle yet complete, provides plant protein, vitamin E, and even fortified calcium and vitamin D for strong bones. And when these 3 come together, they create synergy drinks that hydrates, nourishes, and protects muscles so you can keep moving each day without the burden of chronic soreness. Most importantly, it's easy to apply. Just a few minutes each morning gives you a simple smoothie with benefits that last all day. After 60, every step and every daily activity is precious. A green smoothie may not turn you into an athlete, but it will help you walk more comfortably, feel less soreness, and enjoy life with a stronger, healthier body. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe so we can continue this journey together, bringing you more tips to live healthy, happy, and meaningful every day.